있는데요. 신격영 능선입니다. 여기서 이기면 이몽규, 지면은 최영무 선수 붙게 됩니다. 이민목과 변현재 경기 바로 가보도록 하죠.
All right, and it looks like we're going straight into game number 3. Fantastic. So we're going to be on Sniper Ridge. Sniper Ridge, actually, quite interestingly, when it was being used in Pro League, had quite a few Protosses try to carrier on this map. In fact, as far as I recall, almost like every SKT Protoss that came out, so, you know, Best or Bisu, tried carriers on this map, and they always failed, and it was really funny. I remember Kiet being super mad about it. Because it's an okay map for carriers, sort of depending on the spawns. In cross positions, I don't think they're going to be particularly good. But, I mean, they worked out last game on circuit breakers, which again, I wouldn't have thought would be that great for carriers, so you never know. And looks like Mini's going to be top left, and PianO is going to be bottom right. Wait, so are we same spawns? Oh, we're actually same spawns as last game, huh? Would you look at that? Now, one thing that could be quite effective on this map is going for some pretty aggressive, you know, two-base attack from the Terran side, because of course, outside the natural there is that high ground ridge, and not only the high ground ridge, but the high ground at the third base. So in this case, it would be at the 12 o'clock of mini space. You can siege tanks kind of on the high ground on the inside ledge and sort of cover the outside exit of the natural. And that was a really early probe scout, by the way. That was like a pylon scout. Might have been hoping to gas steal if his opponent's down here, or maybe do something else tricky. Anyway, so yes, early or big two-base attack, I think, could be quite effective from PianO, but let's see what he decides to do here. Looks like everything standard so far from both players, except for the slightly early probe. Even that's, you know, not that unusual, but I hope he has a plan for this. If it's just a scout, I think it's a little bit too, like, it's needlessly early. I mean, what are you really looking for at this time? So you're gonna go in here, obviously no chance for a gas steal this time. Could do a mana pylon if he wants. On the mineral lines, there is that very nice double mineral hatch spot again, kind of like there was on Mist. And is he gonna go for it? Oh, he could do it! Oh, you can see PianO's deliberately trying to block him. I think he's definitely wanting to do it, or at least pretending like he is, but he's going for a Nexus! I don't think he has a cybernetics core yet, and he's gone for a Nexus. Yeah, he's gone for just the one gateway, literally only the gateway. Usually when you see one gate expand, it's after the core, you know, and you can start goon production, and then you get the Nexus, but he's actually gone literally just gateway, Nexus, and then gas. So very fast expansion. So I like this. So this, I think, is a deviation in the game based on this fast scout. He saw very quickly that his opponent was cross map and immediately took a much faster expansion than he might otherwise have done. So this is very, very cool. And, you know, it's not even that crazy of a build. I mean, you know, Bisu did it to a great effect against Flash in Winners League Finals, obviously. I mention that game all the time because it was amazing. Although he did it slightly differently with some Zealot harass first, of course. It looks like we have the second gateway and the core following up here. So he's not even going to make a Zealot. He's literally just going to wait until the goons come out after the Nexus. So he's not even having a ground unit here for a very, very long time. But that's more or less fine. I mean, what is a Terran really going to do from this position? You know, bunker rush you? Well, shit, I guess he's going to bunker rush you. You know, I guess this is kind of like the similar reaction to a 12 next here to go for the bunker rush. And I think the probe sees the SEVs, so now he knows what's going on. Man, I did not think PianO would actually try this cross map. I was like, yeah, he could bunker rush, but that's just so unlikely, right? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh wow, how did that Zealot miss that SEV? Alright, here we go. SEV 1 down. I really don't see this being that effective. There's only 2 Marines. I can't believe this is happening. PianO, this is the second bunker rush in 3 games against a Terran. I mean, this ain't no TVZ. Oh, and the Vulture's here! The Vulture's here, but the problem is there's 2 goons though. It's like impossible, yeah. See, this is the problem with this idea. Is the goons are just going to be ridiculously strong against the Marines and the Vultures. Oh man. A lot of probes are dead. A lot of probes are dead. But the goons are just gonna kill everything else. I think he should just run the vultures into the main. I think he should just ignore these probes. Or ignore this stuff. Run the vultures into the main. Oh, it looks like actually one goon dies and the other goon has red health. But you see that more goons are coming down. And they're gonna block the marine from getting in the bunker. So this attack has completely failed. And this is why the bunker rush should not really have happened. And this is why Mini felt safe doing this build once he scouted his opponent's cross map, because that's just not effective. And sure, he killed a bunch of probes, but he also lost a bunch of mining time and lost the SCVs that he pulled. So that's not ideal. Oh man. PianO. Alright, so it looks like he might just be going for a siege expand or something. Or, sorry, not a siege expand. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh man, these games today are making me so happy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There have been a lot of errors in these games, but they have all been fantastically awesome errors. That is so amazing. I can't believe it. So, I mean, what else can you do but giggle in these kinds of situations? This is all giggly. So we do have a third base now, or what's going to be a third base in a second here for Mini as soon as he walls it in. Or at least I thought it was, but it looks like it might have been a... Okay, the probe's actually just left and gone to the top right. That probe was at the 12 o'clock, and it built a pylon there. And then didn't build a nexus, so I thought he was going to build a nexus, but apparently not. In the meantime, Vulture's going to try and sneak in. There's a nice little wall there, but the Vultures can force their way through with mines if they want. Are they going to lay mines? They're actually just going to attack the goon. That's not really going to work. They need a mine to do the dirty work. But, oh, looks like more goons come down, and it's not quite going to pan out. No Vultures will get into the main base. That's actually quite costly for PianO. He's lost, 5 or 6 Vultures there straight away. You can see on his face, it's not how he wanted things to go there. I think he possibly anticipated that Mini might go for this fast third as well, like I did, and maybe spread his goons out a little bit thin. The goons, the mines, bro. Mini, come on, give it the program here. Just don't be running around in the minefields. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous. I love the positioning though outside of PianO's main with just a line of mines on that ridge. That's exactly the kind of thing that's going to kill a million goons. And is one of the really annoying things annoying things about playing PvT on this map. That's what I'm trying to say. Because even if you have an OBS there, because of the 50% mischance, it just takes you twice as long to clear the mines. So, you know, they just delay you for that much longer. I mean, the ridges, they're basically just a buff for spider mines on this map. It's a pain in the butt. Anyway, probe guy is going to take care of that spider mine. Boom. And it looks like a couple more speed vultures are going to run out, but it looks like only 2 this time. PianO can't really afford to throw so many away. Oh, are we going to have carriers? I don't see a citadel. Guys, I don't see a citadel of a dune. Now, the thing about this game is that, okay, last game he was in a decent position after holding off PianO's drop and not really taking much damage. This game he's even in an even better position from the early game after holding off that bunker rush. And he's going carriers again. Oh man, PianO, I have faith in your skills, man, but you gotta figure out a way to deal with the carriers. See, Mong figured it out in the end. But can PianO? Can he figure it out? Why is he putting mines everywhere? Is he expecting a Reaver or something? It's way too late for a Reaver to come in. Way too late.
오히려 저렇게 수비에 투자를 하다 보니까 앞서서
And boom.
지금 이번 경기는 오히려 더 캐리어에 휘둘릴 가능성이 높습니다.
Someone just asked what the Citadel would be for. That would of course be for Templar tech, which you need for Arbiters. So oftentimes an indication that a player is going to base Arbiter is if he gets his Citadel when he only has 2 gateways. Because obviously the Citadel also researches Zealot leg speed, but you don't need Zealot leg speed if you only have 2 gateways. So if you go 2 gateways and then Citadel, you're going 2 base Arbiters. If you go 2 gateways and then Stargate, like we saw here, there's like 3 or 4 gateways. But if you see no Citadel and you see a Stargate, then it has to be carriers. There's basically no other thing. I mean, in like 1% of games, it'll be Corsairs, which Saldaga did recently in Pro League against PianO. In fact, he went fast D-Web, which was amazing, even though he still got crushed. But you know, 99% of the time, it's just gonna be carriers. And looks like we got, is that 5 factories? I believe that is 5 fact on Le 2 base. And we got a random pylon. I really hope that doesn't block the Nexus. I don't think it does, but it's quite close. Anyway, there we go. 2 Stargates pumping out carriers. Core is spinning away for that. Oh, the mines! Oh, the mines. You know, even though PianO is not doing so hot this game, at least the mines are doing some serious work for him. Alright, didn't need any of those mines. That's pretty good. PianO's like he's trying to take this ridge. That's a little bit dangerous. There are almost certainly 4 Zealots in that shuttle. He could just die to this first attack or take serious damage. If an Obs walks over there and sees that vulnerable position, it looks like Mini's not going to go for it. I feel like, especially because the mines were also really close to the tanks there, he could have done something. Did he add Stargates there or Gateways? He's only on 3 bays. He can't support that many Stargates worth of carriers and still have enough goons to, you know, hold off vultures and support the carriers on the ground. Like, you can't just go pure carrier. It doesn't work like that. You need to have supporting ground units. But, oh god, these mines could be big. They could be big. Are we not seeing the mines? Can we see the mines? Okay, he's not gonna run into the mines. Look, there's no obs here. Why is there no obs there? Why? Why, Mini? Why? Observer! There, please. Okay, he's moving around anyway. And I think the carriers are going to be forced to be revealed early. And he's got 4 Goliaths now. I don't know if... Oh, wow, he definitely knows. Yeah, he definitely knows. And the Goliaths can snipe the shuttle. They really should be sniping the shuttle. Really should be doing it. Nice. Only 2 Zealots get out. Presumably 4 in there. And he's going to crush the ground army. He's going to force the carriers to be revealed, even though he obviously knows it there. But still forcing them out early is good. You don't want them to just chill until they have, you know, 4 or more carriers. Forcing them out at 2 is very, very nice. You can maybe get some early snipes off, at least kill some interceptors. And just really put the pressure on. But looks like he's trying to push through this kind of narrow gap in the middle. It's being a little bit obnoxious, but he's going to get through here. Now, a bunch of Zealots coming out. Notice they are slow Zealots because going straight for the carriers, he did not get a Citadel, as we, of course, discussed. So he, you know, not only is he not able to get the Templar tech, but he doesn't even have speed for his Zealots, which is going to be pretty painful. But here we go. First mini engagement between the armies. The carriers and the Protoss ground army are pushed back here. This time, unlike last game, this time PianO does actually have enough Goliaths with his first attack to actually stand and fight against the carriers. But here we go. It looks like Mini might charge across the ridge. No, he's just pushing or trying to delay PianO as much as possible, trying to macro as many units out as possible. And there we go. There's the unsiege, and there's the move in. Perfect timing for Mini. Oh my god, the Zealots are all among the Goliaths. And oh my god, that is so many Zealots. A sudden flood of Zealots. Wait, did he stop making carriers? Was it a fake? He still only has 2 carriers here. I don't know how he has that many. So look at PianO. He's so surprised. I am so surprised too. This is absolutely ridiculous. GG from PianO. What was that? The sudden flood of Zealots just absolutely owning PianO, and Mini, despite dropping game number 1 to that amazing bunker rush, has come back and won the series 2-1. PianO's so disgusted with Protoss, he's going to walk out. And by that I mean he's going to go, you know, shake Mini's hand because he's an honorable opponent. But, hey.
물론 이몽규 선수도 잘하는 선수이긴 합니다만은 그 정전에서 보여준 포스 자체는 진짜 거의 이 픽스 스타리가 안에서는 임진목 선수는 구성급이기 때문에 예, 적응 안 날려고 승자전
The crowd seems kind of stunned too.
선수에게 무릎을 꿇네요.
그렇습니다. 거기에다가 이
Oh man.
패자전
What is this guy doing?
선수라면
Anyway, that means we are gonna have a winners match between Mini and Larva. Is that right? Wait, did Larva win? I think Larva won. Yes, he did win. Okay. Wow, totally just blanked there. So that's pretty sweet. That's actually very interesting. So, Mini versus Larva is certainly, well, I mean, I guess I would have sort of expected Larva to win, but definitely wouldn't have thought Mini could beat PianO. And, but that means also we get to see Jangbi versus PianO, and Jangbi, very, very strong PvT, so yeah, that could be very good. Anyway, I am going to skip ahead here to the winners match. Wherever it is.